I'm going to read the screen from the assignment, and just so you have an idea of what you need to do. So, a time you got in trouble. Number 1, last week in our small groups, we brainstormed and began writing our first narrative or story in 3rd grade. So get the paper that you wrote your notes on and your rough draft on from last week. You will need to write your final copy in the text box entry, or upload and attach a photo of your handwritten final copy. You cannot submit a video for this assignment. I do want to see the writing, either typed or handwritten. If you upload a handwritten story, be sure it is neat and I can read it. Remember to add a title. Remember capital letters and ending punctuation. And I know some of you have been working on how to use quotation marks. You'll see I have quotation marks in my example. Don't stress out about any of those details. I really just want to see your first narrative, your first story. Number 5, any words you don't know how to spell, you can either sound out as best you can or use the online dictionary to try to spell it with dictionary spelling. You can also use the red underline to help you correct any misspellings if you're typing it. Number 6, if you upload your handwritten story, you can include any drawings that will help the story come to life. Think about books you have read with and without pictures. The pictures help tell the story. I'd love to see any drawings you have that help complete your story. You have until Thursday this week to turn this in, unless you need more time, but we started this in our small group, so you should have a good start. You can see my example below. I don't expect you to write as much as I did, though you can. Whatever you write, be sure you include the important who, what, where, when, why, and how details. Also, be sure you have a beginning, middle, and end. Add in what you were thinking, feeling, saying, actions you made, etc. Just like we analyzed characters in other stories, include details that your reader can use as evidence to tell your character, the character of who you're writing about. You will use the blue submit button in the top right corner of the screen to turn in either a photo file or use the text entry box to type in your story. There is no video option for this assignment again. If you have the student Canvas app on a mobile device, that is a very easy way to upload your photos of handwritten work, not the parent app. That makes your parents can't submit the work for you through the parent app, so they would have to log into the student Canvas app. And so you can see my story. I put my name and date, and I put 3E in the top right corner. In the classroom, you would usually put your student number, but on Canvas, you all have your name attached to all your assignments, so we haven't worried about student numbers. So here's my title, The Lie. Ring, rang the school bell. I usually love the end of the day, but today was different. Today, I was going to lie, and I hated lying, but I had a long week in Ms. Benasic's class. I needed to play. How was school, Mary? My mom asked when I got home. Great, I lied as I ran out the front door to head to Keisha's house in the cul-de-sac. We loved to ride bikes until the streetlights came on. Today was also the start of Thanksgiving break. We had days to play. Mary, my mom said, standing next to a parked car. She was holding the yellow slip Ms. Benasic sent home with me. My heart sank. She didn't have to say anything more. I slowly followed her home, where I got a lecture and a spanking for being dishonest. To this day, I keep that memory in my heart. I hated disappointing my mom. I tried to live an honest life because of that lie. I can't wait to read your stories and hear about a time you got in trouble. And I hope you enjoyed writing it and learned something from whatever mistake you made, because we're human and we all make mistakes sometimes. Have a great afternoon.